Tell me when.
Okay,
Three,
when.
two, one. And we're rolling.
Go.
Dude,
No.
okay, how to do anything.
Dude, I just did right now. Okay.
Hey,
Hello.
sweetheart.
Hello, yes. We're coming at you straight from the veranda in our backyard. We are here to answer a couple questions about some soil. My name is Ashley.
And I'm Tyler.
And this is my show.
What's your name?
Okay. Today I'm going to ask them a couple questions that have to do with soil. You guys ready for this?
I love soil.
Yes, let's do it.
Okay. Great. Alright. So for my first question, I'm going to say, what is the importance of healthy soil? Tyler, you take the rest.
I'll actually pass this off to Ashley and let her shoot on this one.
Oh, alright. Well, I like
All
this
right.
game. Let's go here.
All right. The importance of healthy soil is pretty much the importance of like a healthy life to me. The soil really supports all life that we have. It is our landscape. It is what grows our food, and it supports all other organisms that are really essential for our healthy environment. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Solid.
Punch that one on the nose. You punch that on the nose.
Healthy soil is really important.
Pretty much, I know cultures can live and die by their soil. So supporting healthy soil supports a healthy life, which is what you said. I like what you said.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well, you guys are saying supporting, but what I want to know is, what are some of the important key factors to having healthy soil?
So one of the
Organic matter would be
Okay.
one. One big key is organic matter. Without
Mhm.
organic matter, you pretty much have dead dirt.
Mhm. Yeah.
Another really
Air.
important,
air right there. It's a living. It's alive. Soil is alive. It needs air. It needs to breathe and.
needs to drink. It needs water.
Mhm.
It's got to have that. It's got to quench that thirst to feed those
Mhm.
microorganisms.
Yeah.
Microorganisms are a very large part of soil
Yeah.
because it is a living, breathing organism.
Including all the minerals that are involved. It really helps it.
Yep, minerals and nutrients that it gets from the organic matter.
Okay, okay. And what would one have to do to maintain a healthy soil?
Go for it.
Basically, a great way to maintain what's that? A great way to maintain healthy soil would be to basically to feed the soil by either composting or adding really good organic fertilizers like manure, compost, compost tea, composted manure, any organic waste.
Yeah.
What are some good organic waste materials?
Organic waste material. This right here.
Apples. That's a great organic.
Pretty much anything that within my kitchen that I'm about to throw away, that always just gets put into a pile of organic matter that can be used to compost and really improve my soils. I don't know.
Basically, anything that could go into a salad would be a good compost.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Even things that wouldn't be so appetizing in
Yeah,
salads.
things that would be good as well.
Yeah.
Okay, now you guys are saying the word compost a lot. Now, for some people out there, what is the compost?
No.
Compost. Compost is a pile of organic matter. So lots of people like to do like sheet composting where you start off and you have the bare dirt. So you just take that and like say a bunch of weeds growing in your yard. So you'll pull up all the weeds, put that on top of that bare dirt, start your pile, then go in and put on some leaves that have fallen. It's fall right now, so all the leaves have fallen off the trees. Put that in your pile. Then take your apple core, put that in your pile. Go to your neighbor's yard, ask for their fallen leaves or their grass clippings. A compost pile is a pile of organic matter that's breaking down.
I would say within my journey of composting, I thought it was something a lot more difficult to understand than it really is. It can get really detailed, but really it's just recycling your waste and putting things back into the earth so it can provide for you again. At least that's my experience of just really seeing the cycle of the importance of composting.
Okay, now I was going to say, where could you get your sources for compost? But you pretty much said anyone can have any type of source of compost.
Today is a good example. I went to Home Depot and they have Christmas trees being sold. So I went and collected all the Christmas tree needles and all the branches. So I got a bunch of compost, or a bunch of organic material, we should say, because it's not composted yet. So, even nurseries with all their green waste, there's a lot of sources for compost.
Yeah, I personally will probably be getting mine. I know that one of my friends here, he lives by a horse. The pastures by a horse that has a lot of manure. I also have a friend that has a horse that has tons of manure, and they just produce that like crazy.
Or poop. As
Poop.
manure is
Poop.
some people know what that is.
Poop, horse poop. Those are so good.
It really does.
Now, can I ask you a personal question?
Shoot from the knee.
What kind of soil do you have?
Ooh, it's getting personal. I'll go. All right.
It's pretty general out here.
Yeah. So the soil that I have runs really sandy, which I would say, it's
Now,
really,
can you bring those up to the
it's
camera,
really
please?
similar to this diagram that I
Thank you.
have here.
Okay.
Oh.
So I even have, you know what? It's funny because I actually brought today a sample of my soil
Really?
from home. Yes. I was
You
just
just carry that
show
around with
everybody.
you, or
When I'm doing special talks like this, thank you, Tyler. I really just like to show everybody what I'm working with at home. So here we have my soil, and we have, we're gonna know that it's a sandy soil because the large amount of sand that we have here on the bottom, there's a little thinner area there that we call silt, and then I have a really small layer of clay. What this tells me about my soil is that it's going to be, woo, that's not stable. What this tells me about my soil is that it's not going to be holding water and nutrients as much. The drainage will be really high, but it will be really difficult for me to keep nutrients in there. So composting and fertilizing is going to be really essential for my soil. We have different types of soil here that you can have. So we have a clay soil, which if you were to look at this diagram here, we have a lot more clay in it, which would minimize how much drainage you can actually get in there. So you'd really want to do a raised garden or something like that, so you don't really compact the soil too much. There's also one other type of soil that I'm going to go ahead and have a component to soil, yes. That I'm going to have my man here, Tyler, tell you a little bit
And that
about.
would be silt. Another component to soil would be silt. Silt is it's in between sandy and clay, so it's like a medium-sized granule. Silt is basically, it's good. It retains water, and at the same time, it also doesn't drain too fast. So having a plethora of silt in your soil wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing. The best kind of soil is a combination of all three that are all pretty equal parts, along with a lot of organic matter. So having equal parts of each of these in your soil is very good. Any more questions?
yes, there is.
Oh,
Got
okay.
this girl over here who's trying to get one up on you.
What is she give me one ear? You dirty dog. You were.
Alright. No.
Well, what's your guys' experience playing in the soil?
I should probably wash my hands right now. Actually, they're pretty dirty.
Is that
I haven't.
dirty?
Yes,
Okay.
I just came from digging in some soil. The soil out here is pretty. There's lots of clay. You can mold it into a ball, or you could make pottery out of it. I feel like.
The soil at your pasture?
Yeah, I mean there is lots of sand in it, but I mean all in all, it seems very clay. It seems pretty clay filled.
Oh, that's interesting. I'd like to get my hands in that, actually. I want to feel that.
So you both have different spaces.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
So, how does knowing all this affect the choices you're making about planning your space now? Knowing what kind of soil you have, knowing how to handle it.
Well, my space is going to be quite difficult. In addition to the sample I brought here, there's a lot of, a cleaning process that I'm going to have to be doing to my soil, which I might have to but I might do it a little differently by doing raised beds instead of using the soil that I have that is lacking in nutrients and is going to be difficult to provide for my garden. I think I'm going to raise it off the ground and build my own soil.
Okay, Tyler, have anything to add?
Can you repeat the question? I kind of forgot it.
Okay. Okay. How does knowing this affect the choices you are making about planning your space?
So now that I've been educated in soil, I'm very excited because it's going to change the entire way I look at my space. I'm going to do a lot more composting. I'm going to be getting as much organic matter as possible and bringing all of that organic into my space to break down to further nutrify. I don't know if that's a word.
It sounds great.
But we're going to nutrify the shenanigans out of my soil now that I know that. I know you have kind of a cat problem, is that correct?
Yes, yeah, it is.
So that I understand why you'd want to raise your bed up, kind of to eliminate that surface space where there could be some cat feces.
Yeah.
I have horses, so I don't know, I know you're not supposed to use cat feces, I guess, but like, I'm just gonna go right in the ground at my property, and I'm gonna take all that cow manure and I'm gonna put it right in the garden.
Oh, wow. Well, is it cow manure or horse
There's
manure?
horses, and then they just got some cows. I know cows digest organic matter differently, so it's actually pretty readily available to go right into the garden.
I hear those cow patties. You can just pop on your
You can
garden.
just- yeah.
Yeah.
Just pop right in there. I just kind of like to rub them.
Yeah. Good exfoliator, I hear. Depends what you feed them.
No. Anyway, guys, thanks for being on my show.
Yeah.
It was a pleasure being here.
Yeah, thank you so much.
anytime. Any other people in the class want to join my show, just, contact one of them. You guys can come on our show and talk soil and garden and planting. So thank you. Have a good night, everyone. And thanks, guys. Thanks again. See you later.
Thank you.
Thank
Rock
you.
out.
Yeah, bye.
Farm out.
Farm out.